Alright, you guys, it's time to build this battery box for my e-bike. Got a big old battery here, 48 volt, 10 amp hour, lithium iron battery pack. It's pretty heavy and pretty bulky. Right now, it gets bungeed to the back of the cargo rack on the BMX, so that puts a lot of weight back here, and it doesn't steer. Steers kind of funny when you're taking corners. The back end wants to twist. There's a big old heavy thing back there. Also, it doesn't help keeping the front end down. This motor's got a lot of torque to it, and it likes to flip the bike over my head. So I'm going to make a case for that can be mounted. Put that up here somewhere and help put some weight on the front tire. So I got some plans that I drew up a little while ago that I think I'm going to stick with. I'm going to get those around here somewhere. And it's just going to look a little something like that. Steel box with a couple tabs to mount with. Use a wing nut. Make it an easy on and off type of thing. Right now it's a bit of a pain. I'll mount the connectors. Got a power out connector and got one for charging. The only thing is I put the door on the wrong side. I want to put a access panel on the top so I can get my hands in there instead of trying to reach in through a skinny corridor like that. So I'll make the top come off. Find a way to screw that on. Put some tabbies. Find a way to keep the battery back in a section back here so I can have connections up front. I'm going to install a power meter as well. Also the key so I can turn this on and off. Power meter so I can see how much fuel I have and how long of trips I can make and get an idea for what the distance is on this thing. Alright, those are all the pieces I need. Top, bottom, front and back, side to side. So let's chop this out and make a box. Well, this finally ran out of wire. Goes a little quick, these smaller spools. I think these are what, 3-pound spools or something. This is an 11-pound spool, which I think should work. It came with an adapter. It's more 0.035 inch. Oh yeah. And this, I guess, goes in here. So got these. Okay. All right, it fits. Good. Got a tool bag now just for welding stuff, so let's keep everything in the new tool bag for welding stuff. Oh yeah, got also got some Lube-matic pads here for cleaning and oiling the wire. Something I've been wanting to try for a while. Finally got a set, red and black. Black to lubricate and red to clean or something like that. Pin spot here. And some replacement nozzles and tips. They're on there. Okay, so here's the oiling pad. Split on it. I put that on first. With some Lube-matic wire cleaner and lubricant. Then we got a red pad for cleaning. Alright, cool. Let's see how those work out. Alright, there's the outer shell. So you put the bottom on, welded in some tabbies for the top, so I can have a place to mount a access panel. That should work out pretty good. It's going to be a little tricky getting the battery in there. Probably going to have to go in and then have a separator, or maybe I could just put a block in there that keeps it from moving. We'll see. Ouch. Still hot over there. So yeah, maybe just put like a tabby in the front of it, and this can lift up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a removable separator in there probably. Alright, there it is. All done except for some paint, some cleanup grinding and wire wheeling left to do, but I think I'll hold off on that, just make sure everything goes together. Make sure I like it, and we'll paint it at a later time. That'll get mounted in there, and so will this. So, I welded a tabby on the back of the lid, which will keep the battery in place. Freaking awesome, I like it. I'll add cut a hole for the power meter and a key. Alright, got all my marks made where I want the display. After moving that design around a little bit and figuring out exactly where I wanted it, ended up moving that around a little bit until I got the spot I wanted. Spot for the key, more adjustment marks after measuring, put the key closer to the display, so I have room for a couple switches if I want accessories. Got some ports marked on the front for the power connection and the charge connection, and place to drill the hole for the key. The key wire needs to come out to the, you can go to the controller. Alright, there we go. Clean the rest of that up with the file and alright, you guys, there it is. All done. At least the box part. I need to still put the electronics in, the battery. I need to weld the mounting brackets, or mounting bracket and a bolt. I'm going to do like a wing nut thing. Easy off so I can charge it or work on it. But yeah, there it is. I like it. It turned out awesome. A little misshapen on the top lid here. You can see that little gap, but I don't care. That looks great to me. I was even going to grind down the edges and smooth it out, maybe paint it, but I'm just kind of loving the way that looks as it is. Just a simple box. Let's go put some stuff in it. Gotta line this up and drill a couple holes. And then we'll put a spacer on the back side so that lines up about there. Gotta go one size bigger out of the drill bit set here. There you go. Hey, look at that. Fit perfect. Yeah, not quite long enough though. Let's just use some washers. Might not be as stable as a nice wide platform to be mounted to, but just do something like this. That'll work. You need a 1/2 inch clearance, or space. I mean, 1/2 inch spacing or so. Let's just do that. One more. Oops. A little more space. I need to clear the little space at the bottom of this. Okay, works for me. All right, let's put in this charging connector. Also got here a 4-pin connector. That way I can connect up the key wire. Only need 1 wire, but I think later on, I didn't know what else I was going to use. I like this, the look of this, and yeah, I think later on I might use a couple more of these to send out signal from a switch. Maybe if I wanted to run an accessory for headlights or whatever else I might want to do, but it gives me options. So I got that. Got to put in the power connector after the battery's in. Should be enough room for that. And then we'll solder on the wire. Connect positive over to the key, and the key connects to the power connection to the battery. All right, let's slip this battery in there. There we go. Make sure everything still fits, looks right. Okay, I like it. I'm going to slip some cardboard in there for padding. Probably should have done that. Well, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm going to put a piece below. Piece behind it. Alright, just a little cardboard padding all around. Piece for the top. Okay, let's try to get this in. some Loctite on that. Just enough room. Oh crap, I forgot. I need to put some screws in here, like some self-tapping screws, and then take them out and grind them flat so they don't hit the battery. So I'm gonna take this out. Okay, I got this self-tapping screws put through there and grind down the back ones. And I've pinned this over to the corner with some of the cardboard, keeping this corner of the battery away from that hole, since this side is a little warped on the bottom, and the battery is a little bit closer to that corner. So I've pinned it over to this side to keep this corner clear, and this one being a bit lower I felt would be safer. So keep the battery as far away from the edges as possible, even though they will be ground down and rounded off. Don't want anything poking on that battery. Got all the negatives crimped together along with the power meter connection. And so we got the positive, which needs to go to also the key, and then to this. Okay, so this will go to the key. This will be the other side of the key with the connector there. E-bike keys. Pretty cool. Put that in. A lock washer. Good. Okay, got a wire soldered onto that. Positive connections are made. So battery wire and key and voltage display wire. So power goes from here into the switch, out of here into the connector for the speed controller, and then to the display. Where's the display? Got everything in tight with some Loctite. These Chinese stuff comes with these really cheesy rings that aren't really a lock ring. They're just a ring that's split, and I don't see how that could, I don't know, I feel like it should be, I don't think these are very good. So Loctite, that's what I used. Alright, I like it. Okay, let's give this power meter a quick test. Boy, that box got heavy. Before I put a little gob of silicone on each side of this display. It's a little loose in there. Clipped in, but it's flopping around. So, let's flip the key on. Alright, it's working. That looks pretty dang cool, too. There we go. 54 volts, 100%. that looks sweet. I love it. I like it. That is freaking awesome. Alright, all done. Just need to make that last connection on the bike. Oh boy, that thing is... That's a good, I don't know, it's 15 pounds? Put a couple gobs of silicone on each side of that display, so let's find something heavy to weigh it down while that cures. That. And we're pretty much all done. Thank you everybody for watching. Next episode, we'll, for the e-bike anyway, we'll attach this and hook it up, go for a cruise. Just remembered the fuse for the signal wire. The BMS will disconnect power if the larger terminal is short. It even disconnects it sometimes when I first connect the e-bike and there's a surge of power, or a load when it first connects. It even is charring up the terminals a little bit there from the arcing. So that should be good. That's protected. The smaller wire might burn up and not cause this to shut off, so this looks like this comes with a 5 amp fuse, and that should be perfect. Don't need a lot of power for the voltage display, so this will protect the smaller wiring. Jeez, that is a crazy tight fit. I hope I don't ever have to change that. Alright, got a fuse in there, so everything after the switch, like the power meter and the connection that runs off to the speed controller on the bike, will have some protection.